YouTube, what's going on? Andrew Darling here, Mr. Darling 4, and I want to give you my 5 quick thoughts on the LG G4. So the first thing I want to talk about is the feel of the phone. So the feel of the phone is actually really solid. I like it more than I do the G3. I had the G3 for a while. I was hoping that it would be a similar feel to the G2, only larger. I feel like this is that feeling that I had when I had the G2 with LG and with T-Mobile as well. Same feeling phone, a little bit bigger. I don't really have any issues with the curve. The curve is actually pretty useful. It makes it feel a little bit smaller than it is. It is actually a little bit smaller than my OnePlus One that I have. One complaint I have about the feel of the phone and the overall just build quality of it, I don't mind the plastic. That doesn't bother me, as you can get other choices. The actual microphone jack down here at the bottom, when I hold my phone, I tend to hold it with my pinky finger here, and I run my pinky finger across it all the time, and it's actually borderline sharp. So it's not a great feeling portion of the phone. Obviously the rest of the phone feels fine. I don't have any issues with that. But just that one little piece here where the microphone jack is, it is pretty uncomfortable. So number 2, the second thing I want to talk about is the software experience. LG software has never been the prettiest looking software in the world, but that's okay. I put Nova Launcher on it like I do with pretty much any device that I get, and I've been able to not get away from, but I've been able to get back to some of the core stuff. And LG has done a pretty decent job at making a lot of it similar to stock Android. So it is running 5.1 already in the Lollipop, which is fine. I don't really have any issues with the overlay. Do I like some of the colors? No, I don't. But is it that much better than stock Android? I don't think so. I think the camera software is a lot better than the stock camera, but I don't think I'm shedding any light on anything for anybody new. The third thing is battery. Battery for me has been horribly inconsistent. On some of my better days, I managed to get over 4 hours of screen on time, which is more than what I was getting with the Galaxy S6 or the S6 Edge when I had that. But some days, I mean, I'm at 2.5 hours of screen on time, and it's getting in the high teens, low 20s, and it hasn't been consistent. A lot of it has to do with the Android system being up near 20% in the battery, and Google Play Services has been up in the 15 to 17 range quite a bit. So I actually emailed T-Mobile, not emailed, but talked to them on Twitter back and forth. And I know normally Android system is less than 10%. Normally the Google Play Services is less than 10%. Hopefully it stays around 6 or 7 when it comes to battery. But battery life on the G3 has not been good for me. It hasn't been horrible either. So it's not like the S6 where I could kill it twice in a day, although I think I could if I really tried. So battery has been inconsistent for me. We'll see how that shapes out here in the next few days, a few weeks. So the fourth thing I want to talk about is the price. So at $600 or $599, I think LG nailed it on the price. So your HTC One M9 is $650. Your Galaxy S6 is in the $680, $690 range for the base model, the 32 gig version. I think LG nailed the price on this one. So yes, it has the larger display, the 5.5 inch IPS quantum display that LG has. It's a very, very good looking display. Price point wise, obviously they're not competing with the lower end phones because this isn't supposed to be a lower end phone. Is it built with some plastics and not your build quality of the Galaxy S6? Of course. But $599 is a really solid starting point for this phone, and I think LG nailed it with the starting price of the phone. So the fifth and final thing I wanted to talk about is the thing that everybody talks about when it comes to this device, and that's the camera. So the camera is the most accurate color reproducing camera that I've ever used on a mobile device. So I used the Galaxy S6 for a while, and I love the photos it takes. Samsung does a lot of post-processing stuff that gives you more punchy colors, more vibrant colors that are going to look better on their Super AMOLED displays, which is fine. I really like what Samsung does with their phones as well. The G3's 16 megapixel camera with the laser autofocus and the ability to shoot RAW, and it shoots 4K video and does all kind of cool stuff. I'm very, very impressed. The actual examples that I have, and I'll put some here in the video now, the ability for this phone to even take macro shots, I mean, to get remarkably close to something and take a photo with it, it is very impressive to me. The accurate representation of the colors is just very impressive to me. And you'll see what I mean with some of these photos that are showing up. This is behind my house. A lot of these photos were taken. So I have a little bit of wetlands behind my house. And there are so many different shades of green. The camera did an amazing job at catching all those different shades. So I'm really impressed with the camera on this device. The front-facing camera is pretty solid as well. I posted a couple photos on Google Plus as well as Twitter that show some of the changes you can make. So LG has a beauty mode on the front-facing cameras for selfies that it'll basically wash your face of all these wrinkles and zits and whatnot that you may have. So those are my 5 quick thoughts on the LG G4, and that's just my first week of use, what I think about it. Let me know what you think below in the comments. I really appreciate the time, YouTube. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.